Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here. Welcome to a new Nikke update, new Nikke video. So let's talk about what's happening in this patch. Alongside with Leona, they have also released MORAN on Nikkepedia. So I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion, honest thoughts about it. But first things first, the next costume also displayed right here, aka Sugar is gonna get a new costume while backyard. So this is a pretty good costume overall, I would say, right? I wish this was a different color personally, but then again, you know, that's like a preference thing. But you know, it does look good. Alright, if you guys are looking to get this, maybe this is going to be one of the passes later on. So think carefully, because right now the current pass, we still have 2 more that's still ongoing. So with that being said, let's jump into everything we need to know about MORAN, about the pools, and let's talk a little bit about Leona. Any MORAN believer in the chat? Burst 1. MORAN is a burst 1. MORAN is next. Okay, let's talk about MORAN, alright?
The Peony Association
MORAN. Code! She has code. Good GB, good GB. MORAN has good GB. So she's a Tetra also. Leona is a Tetra. MORAN is a Tetra. Everyone is a Tetra nowadays. She's going to be an assault rifle. Not too bad. Burst 1 assault rifle. So she is going to happen next after Leona. So make sure you guys are prepared for it. So let's have a look at her skill. What is she all about? Oh, she's a defender. MORAN is a defender. Burst 1 defender. Can she taunt? Let's have a look. So activates at the start of the battle, affects self. Defense increase with every 1% of HP loss. So she's someone that stacks defense. Activates when landing 5 normal attacks. When changing the weapon in use, affects the target. So deals additional damage. Okay, so skill 1 is pretty much a passive skill that deals damage as a defender and also increase defense. Skill 2 activates when firing the final bullet. Final bullet mechanic. Affects 3 enemy units with the highest attack. Taunt for 4 seconds. Okay. Activates when HP falls below 20%. So once max HP increased by 91%. Twice max HP increased by 69%. 3 times max HP increased by 51%. Activates once per battle. So she increased her HP when she falls below 20%. So basically she heals herself in a way, right? 40 seconds burst, yes. Fair and square. Did 14.7% final attack, lasts for 10 seconds. Recovers 36% of attack damage as HP for 10 seconds. Taunt all enemies for 10 seconds. Cannot take cover while casting burst skill. Affects all allies. Reduce everybody's damage taken by 35%. Increase defense by 14%. So she is strictly a PvP unit. Can she replace... Who is the burst 1 meta in PvP right now? Quite a lot of characters. Rapunzel, Jackal. She might be able to compete there. I hope she's not as bad as Rosanna. We gotta test that out. Can we one tap, guys? Can we one tap? We got exactly 69 recruit vouchers. Alright, okay. It's not there. It's not there. I did not pull for the step up. Pulling for the step up or not, it probably won't bother me that much. Cause the only character that I want dupes of is actually the Pilgrims. And the Pilgrims are not really in the step up selector. I mean, you have a chance to get the Pilgrims by pulling the step up, but so does every other banner, right? First time doesn't count. First time doesn't count. Yes! Alright, we're looking for Tetra. Tetra! Tetra! Hello there. Now, let's talk about Leona. There's a lot of things wrong with her. First of all, as you can see, the left hand is always under the shirt because she's reloading, right? So you can see, so she's going to take out some bullet and reload. But however, when she's shooting, notice this. Now the left hand is down there. She's holding the floor. And then it goes back to the shirt. How does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. How can her hand from the floor, she's touching the floor, and then zoop, the next moment, her hand is in the pocket. There's no sense, zero logical sense right there. Now she does, however, have one of the best GB in the game. Look at this. Ooh, she's riding a lion. Alright, tell me what other GB that they are riding a lion. Alright, she is the only one that rides a lion. Freaking cool, alright? So now let's talk about the actual skill, the actual kit, where her strength lies. So her skill 1 is pretty good, right? She does critical rate, she gives up to 5 stacks, so that's about 10% if you are able to get 5 stacks consistently, right? And then all allies with a shotgun is going to get more effective range. So this is going to basically expand the effective distance of additional damage. So not too bad right there. So decent stuff for shotgun users. Skill 2, she needs to enter full burst. Everyone is going to get hit rate up to 20%. So that one is very, very good. Alright, decent skill right there. However, the other part of the kit is only going to affect 2 allies with the highest attack and the shotgun. This is going to increase number of pellets by 5 for 10 seconds. Now the issue is with pellets. Even if the number of pellets increases, the total damage per shot remains the same. So what is the whole point, right? So the idea here is perhaps there are more enemies on the map. Maybe you're able to put them in your range as well. You're able to hit them. So far, based on me testing, it does help a little bit for some characters. I can see that being a thing. I'm going to show you guys some results. But the last part of a kit is where probably this is going to be a big deterrent. If you guys are not aware, Nikke is a very unique game. So something like crit damage doesn't really help as much as attack percent. Attack percent seems to be a better buff overall. So she is going to be something that you can see right here, increase crit damage by 34%. Now activates when the caster's roar is fully stacked. All allies with the shotgun is going to get increased crit rate. So crit damage and crit rate, as much as I love them, in Nikke usually attack percent is still going to be way more beneficial. Now let's show you guys some testing results, alright, with her, comparing her with the other burst 2 slots and get a general idea of how viable is Leona going to be. This is how much a dollar team can do, about
Request cleared.
67 million. Is dollar better though? Let's see. Wait, Leona is better. Ooh. Leona is slightly better than dollar in shotgun team. So this is how much we got earlier, 67 million, right? So Toph did about the same, 6.4 million. Oh no, Toph did less here. Leona did 9 million here. Dollar did. Okay, you can see Dollar and Leona did very similar damage, right? So Sugar did more with Leona. Guilty did more with... No, Guilty did less. What the heck? Drake 17. Drake did less as well with Leona. Might as well just use Dollar then. Might as well use Dollar. Yeah, the score is so similar, 67 million versus 65 million. Yeah, sadly, Leona is a little bit... Even in the shotgun team, she doesn't... I feel like it's not fair. You should be able to have a very strong buffs that can push shotgun team, you know, can push them up. But if a universal buffer like Dollar can achieve almost the same results, then you might as well just get her, right? I mean, you can always pull her for her design, right? Not every character has to be meta, and I think that's how it is. So Leona is apparently slightly better for my Scarlet team, but it's still quite similar, right? You can see like 131 and 138 is like, eh. So Anise actually does more with Leona, slightly more. Scarlet, oh wait, Scarlet actually does about the same. So Scarlet is actually doing about the same. Dollar or not, Leona or not, it doesn't matter. Because Scarlet is not a shotgun, right? So you can see right here, this is a very interesting test results. I tried this team, alright, in a very conventional solo raids team. Dorothy, alright, very common. You will know for burst 1, we have a Anise Sparkling Summer alongside with Scarlet and Privity. This is a very common team, by the way. The only difference is the burst 2. So I tried with Leona, I tried with Dollar, and I tried with Me. So you can see right here, one got 138 million, the one with Leona at least, right? So the one with Leona actually get one of the highest score, and then the one with Dollar get 131 million. So the one with Me also get 131 as well. So you can see right here, very similar results. And you might be thinking, okay, if you put Leona, Swimsuit Anise was able to do more damage. As you can see, 63 million here versus 57 million versus 53 million. However, this is not going to be an optimal team. This is not going to be a team that's workable around in a solo raids team or maybe in a union raid scenario because there's no healers. So by using Leona, which doesn't heal on burst 2, that means you're taking away Marciana, which are usually very, very common in this particular team. That means you have to rely on your burst one to be a healer. You have to either use Pepper in that case, or you have to like slot in somebody here and put Rapunzel in there. So that's going to be an issue for some players, or you have to slot in a burst 3 Helm, which is also another healer. So kind of tough actually. Leona makes team building a little bit tough. I feel like being a burst 2 herself does put her in a very, very tough position, tough spot. So do I think that she is a must pull? I feel like if you are a regular player, you're not a whale, you can probably wait out and just skip her for the time being, save as much gems as you can. She is not a must pull, she's not a must have. She's a decent option for a burst 2, but either way she's not going to change your account to a level of how a Scarlet, Black Shadow or a Modernia would. Alright, so for most players I would say skip her, especially if you're free to play. She will be added to the standard banner later on as well. So yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of Leona. Do you guys think she's still worth pulling regardless? Or are you guys saving for MORAN or saving for the other characters happening later on next month? That's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.